Greetings, professional service firm owners. This is Dane Crowley with Diesel Digital, and I want to talk to you about how to add more zeros to your bank account by using digital marketing. Today's topic is stop buying recycled leads and create a digital lead generation system for your professional service firm. So let's go ahead and dive right on in because this is a topic that I'm noticing many professional service firm owners and managers, need some more insight on so that they can make, more informed decisions that are going to lead their that are going to lead to their professional service firm actually hitting, their revenue targets. And so let's go ahead and dive right on in. So the ultimate point of every business, obviously, that we've covered before, is to generate a sale, to be able to to identify a problem a market of people are having, and then present them with a solution, and then, encourage them to use your solution over the competition solution. Like, that's the ultimate premise. Now, every business has the same five pillars because all businesses are ultimately engaged in the same activity, which is providing a solution to a problem. So when it comes to the actual structure of a business, or your professional service firm, in a sense, it's no different than any other professional service firm. You have a sales and marketing department, you have an operations department, you have a human resources department, you have a finance department, and you as the owner slash manager and or manager, you're responsible for leadership for the whole operation. And that's the applicable to every professional service firm in the world. Like, they all have the same five basic pillars. So once you establish this, when we now go to sales and marketing, which is responsible for defining your market, finding prospective customers, and generating sales. So that's the ultimate point of all of your marketing activities. You're not marketing to win awards for, best looking logo or best looking website, or you're not marketing to let people know about you per se. Who you are and what your services are. You're marketing to find prospective customers and to generate a sale. So you got to attract customers and generate a sale. That's the purpose of your marketing. Period. Point blank. That's it. So if you're trying to do anything other than defining a market, finding prospective customers, and generating a sale, then you're not marketing. You're doing something other than marketing. You're not literally. So let's focus in on what the actual steps that we need to take to achieve those goals. And specifically, when it comes to marketing, lead generation is going to be the one of the cornerstones of all of the activities that you do. Everything you're doing needs to be done from the perspective of generating a lead, like, period, point blank. Because again, we're in business to trade to identify a problem. So defining your market that has a problem, and then finding prospective customers who are looking for, a solution, and then generating a sale by compelling them to choose your solution over the competitions. So understand that as a professional service firm owner or manager, whether you the owner of a one person establishment, or you got a staff where you got a manager that's ultimately help you hold it down on a day-to-day perspective, like, somebody's responsible for sales and marketing. It's not just something that can be swept underneath the rug or something that you do occasionally. No, sales and marketing is a day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out activity. So if you haven't been marketing, then you haven't been doing one of the core and essential activities your business needs to survive, to stay in business. Because again, whether you're the only person in your operation, or you got a staff of people, you are responsible for wearing all these hats, in a sense. So you are admin, you are CPA, you are HR, you are legal, you're sales, you're IT, you're the graphic designer, you're the web designer, and on and on and on and on. All five of these departments have their own unique task, and you're responsible for it. So the mistake I noticed, that I made initially when I decided I wanted to be an entrepreneur, and the same mistake I see countless of other people have made over the years, and will continue to make, is they think that because they have a skill set, like which I thought, I thought that because I had the skill set of, let's just say, graphic design, web development, copywriting, because I thought I had that skill set back then, because I thought I had those skill sets, and I thought that my skill set defined, what I was trying to achieve. But through time and knowledge and education, I learned that that wasn't the case, and the same applies to you. So just because you're a lawyer and you're telling yourself that I want to go into business for myself, I'm going to be my own boss, then you're just not going to be in operations, which is basically just the footwork, or actually, filing your briefs, or meeting with clients, going to the courthouse, or that's not the only thing you're gonna do. You're gonna also be responsible for the finance, for the human resources, for the sales, marketing. So that's why you gotta, if you don't want to run into a situation where you're just juggling all these hats, and which is going to lead to burnout, and in some instances, burnout is going to lead to you just quitting the business, and just going back to the quote unquote workforce, not because you can't be an entrepreneur, but because you just didn't have the proper structure in place and systems in place to make it happen. And one of the most important systems in this regard is going to be your lead generation, the marketing, your sales and marketing system, specifically how you're generating leads so that you can add new customers to your business. Because just because you have customers doesn't mean that those customer attrition isn't a real thing. Customers are going to leave, whether it's because they just move, they find a better deal, or in some instances, they pass away. So you're going to always need to have strategy systems in place to keep your sales pipeline full, so that you can always be able to replenish your customer base, because that's what it all boils down to, increasing your customer base. So you can use things like the internet, digital marketing, to do that, if you do go about it the proper way and have the proper systems and strategies in place. So let's go back into our time machine and talk about how internet marketing was prior to it being now labeled digital marketing, and it evolving into what it is today. So back when I first learned about digital marketing, or internet marketing as it was called back then, that was what, roughly like 2005, 2006, 2007, somewhere up in that pocket. But back then, it was the basic fundamental process for generating leads, or for through internet marketing, was very simple. You were to do basic 5 different steps in order to make money online. I would say that was like the big thing back then: make money online, make money without working, which is still a very popular topic. But back then it was like, okay, let's figure this out. And so this is what I learned back then. It was, the traditional lead generation process in order to make money online meant that you had to, one, create a landing page, which is basically setting up a page on a web page that basically encouraged people to trade their email address for some free gift that you were giving them that was relevant to the problem that they had. Then the next step was, once you created the page, then you had to drive traffic to that page. So now you had to use organic or paid traffic sources to get people to your landing page. So organic being basically posting content, so articles, getting those articles ranked. And then once those articles were ranked, as people were searching and coming across your articles, they were written good enough, then they would obviously click on the links and they would get to your landing page. Or you could just set up an ad campaign that you paid X amount of dollars per day or per month for, and then it would just drive people directly to your landing page. Next, it was lead capture. So once this traffic got to your landing page, and they had one of two actions to take. They could either fill out the form and get the free gift, or they could just hit the X button and leave. Like, that was it. Now, let's just say they did fill out the form, they clicked submit. So now that they've clicked submit, then step 4 was they would receive a welcome email that was attached to your email autoresponder. This welcome email just delivered the free gift that you told them that you would give them. But it also, again, asked them to your email list so that they can then receive more of your emails, which is step 5, email marketing. which is basically where the person continues to receive valuable information offers from you until they leave your list. And so that was the traditional process. That's what you had to do to generate leads so that you can make money online. Now, fast forward to now to 2023, and those fundamentals of digital marketing, internet marketing, have not changed. Like today, the same concept is applicable. But the only difference is now the question is, how do we apply this framework to a professional service firm, a brick and mortar professional service firm that's real, that provides real services to real people? This not just a digital product. Like, can we do this? And the answer is yes. And here's how we make that happen. So, professional service firm lead generation process. So here's how this would work. So remember, it's the same premise. So you're gonna have to still follow these same steps. So in a sense, you're gonna have to create a landing page. So in this case, your landing page as a professional service firm would be your home page for your website, your business website. Your home page, in a sense, is your landing page in this case. So think of your website as your digital or your virtual receptionist, and your digital brand is your virtual office. So the same way, if you are a lawyer, an accountant, a dentist, a plumber, an electrician, an asphalt contractor, you're an architect, you're an acting coach, whatever professional service you provide, you're a beautician. You're a suit tailor, whatever the professional service is. What I'm saying? Like, understand what it is. So the same way you have an office space offline in the real world, in the digital world, your digital brand is your virtual office. You know what I mean? It's your virtual office space. And your website specifically, the same way your digital office, your virtual, I mean your brick and mortar office, you would have a receptionist at the front desk to greet customers, to collect information, to direct people, to answer questions, to receive payments, to handle these core essential tasks for your business. The same applies online with your digital brand and your website. So your website is basically your receptionist, a salesperson for you. So it's the same process. So again, you would have a landing page, which is going to be the home page of your website. You would drive traffic to that page, whether it's going to be organic sources or paid traffic sources. Then you go, once they're on your web page, you got to capture the lead. So as a professional service firm, you're going to capture the lead by still having some button that they can click to go fill out a form, or your phone number, literally, or your email address for them to click that and send you an email. So that's how you're going to collect the lead as a professional service firm. And then that welcome email in this case is going to be that initial consultation, that initial phone call, or that initial text thread, or that initial email thread, that initial contact. That's that welcome email. And that email marketing is just going to be you following up with them. So remember, most people aren't going to be doing business with you on the first contact, but they are going to be looking for information. So if you can provide them with that information and then collect their email address at a bare minimum, so that you can be able to follow up with them down the line, then you're still in the game in a sense. So let's specifically now talk about it from your perspective. So again, how does this concept apply to digital marketing? To professional service firms. So the reality is right now people are already searching for what you have to offer as a professional service firm. So again, if you're an accountant, people are already looking for. They already got problems. Tax season was basically March, April, but people who didn't file, or they get notices throughout the year, they gotta address that. So the first thing they go do is pull out their smartphone or go to their laptop, go to Google and type in the form that they got, or like how to fix it, or accountant who can help with this form. So that's why you gotta have your keywords on point and know what the keywords are, so that you can make sure that you're establishing a presence in that topic, on that topic. So again, you want to get So I said all that to say that basically there's a discovery phase where the prospective customer is going to discover your professional service firm by searching for something. Then once so they just so we'll stick to the accountant example. So they're a tax accountant, and you just got this notice in the mail, so you ain't never got it before, so you already go to Google, you're researching. So now you're looking for an accountant to help you with Form 8989, for example. So boom, that's the problem. You know what I mean? So now this person is searching for a solution. They're searching for a service provider. They're searching for a professional service firm to help them solve this problem. So boom, they're going to be searching. So then, like, let's just say they're searching, they discover an article that you've written about this form. They read the article, they like what they see, so then they click a link that takes them to your landing page, which is your home page. Now they're on your home page. Now they see, like, okay, I can schedule a call, so they click the call to action button to schedule a call with you. Then that call to action button is now taking them to a form so they can capture your information, and then that's going to turn you into a lead. So that person's going to fill out their name, information, why they want to talk to you or set up an appointment or what they need help with. Then boom, you're going to get that contact via email if they fill out a form, where they're going to call you. They're going to pick up their phone and dial your phone number. They're going to call you and tell you what the problem is and ask you if you can solve it for them. And then once that happens, boom, it's up to you to deliver. So you as a professional service firm, you got to deliver the solution to their problem, and then just rinse and repeat. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's really it. So now that you have a basic understanding of the lead generation process, again, that what I just described is all sites like Angie's List, HomeAdvisor, or any similar. So boom, Angie's List. Angie's List, let's just say Angie's List for accountants. HomeAdvisor. All these sites, Angie's List, HomeAdvisors, like all they're doing is just practicing the fundamentals of digital marketing. They've set up a landing pages based for specific topics, so that when a person, so Angie List in its case, for example, is find top rated certified pros in your area. So if you're looking for handyman, landscapers, plumbing, electrician, so any basic home services, home cleaning, decks, appliance repair, pest control, gutters, fence repair, like all these services, these professional services in a sense. All Angie List is an online business directory that is just putting out content, putting out landing pages to capture, to attract your customer. So basically, Angie List is a middleman. Like, that's basically the best way to put it. Angie List is a middleman that is telling you, a professional service firm, like, hey, you can do what I do, but since you don't necessarily understand how to do what I have done, then you can just pay me at least $300 a month, and I'm gonna send you some recycled lists, some recycled leads, because all the leads I'm sending you are leads that I'm also sending to other professional service firms that have signed up for my service. And the first one who reaches out and convinces the person to do business with them is the person who's gonna get the business. But again, it's still like a dog fight, because you're buying a lead that another company has access to. So what if, in a sense, you could just cut the middleman out, cut Angie's List out, cut HomeAdvisor out? That's what I'm talking about when I'm saying that you can create a digital lead generation system for your professional service firm. You don't have to rely on HomeAdvisor. Oh, well, it looks like HomeAdvisor is now owned by Angie's List. So HomeAdvisor and Angie's List is now the same platform. But so basically, again, these are just online business directories that have just implemented the fundamentals of digital marketing and internet marketing to establish digital presence online, so that when people are searching for, using keywords like roof repair Los Angeles, home cleaning Los Angeles, pest control Los Angeles, gutter services Los Angeles, Plumbing services, Inglewood. Fence repair, Inglewood. Appliance repair, Gardena. Decks and porches, Beverly Hills. Whatever the prospective customer is typing into the search engine, the reason why Angie List is popping up and not now the reality is Angie List is going to pop up. They are going to dominate, but just because they're the dominant force doesn't mean that you shouldn't sell yourself short and not participate. Because the reality is you got to be mindful. Who is your customer? Your customer is looking for a contractor. They are not looking for an online business directory. Now they will go on the online business directory as a source to find a contractor, but if you have done your job to market yourself properly, then if they can, when they come across your digital brand, if you've done your job, then they're gonna see that, okay, then this is actually a real contractor, not Angie List. So and they're making sense. So let me contact them. It doesn't matter if you're on the first page of Google search results or the second or third page. Like, as long as you have established yourself, the people that you want are gonna be the people that are looking for you. So the people that you want, they're not gonna just stop at Angie's List and then think that, okay, well, this must be the Google's best friend, so they must know the answers better than me, so I'm gonna trust them. No, that's not how it has to happen. So just market, maybe. And if you now that we have known that Angie's List and HomeAdvisor are now the same, so again, same thing. So all of these are markets: appliances, carpet, fencing, flooring, hard floor, like engineering. So boom. Just because these people are here doesn't mean that you can't go, out market them. All right. So if you got any questions, I love to help. You can head over to dieseldigital.com right now, schedule a call with me so that we can go ahead and figure out what needs to be done to help you create your own lead generation process for your professional service firm so that you can increase your customer base on autopilot. All right. So go ahead, dieseldigital.com, to schedule a call, or you can call 424-261-1587 if you have any questions. But again, I am here to help. I want to help you, because again, you don't have to go through Angie's List, just to stay in business. You don't have to go to these third parties, in a sense, just to stay in business. You can market and promote yourself and attract the same leads that Angie's List is attracting and selling to you. All right. So let's make it happen, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dane Diesel with Diesel Digital. This is Dane Crowley, I should say, with Diesel Digital. It's been a pleasure. Peace.